Oh, day 5. 5-6 day backpacks are getting, I mean, they're kind of routine, but day 5, when I'm within a day's reach of going home, I'm definitely tempting to just leave. I've had a pretty nice 2 days. Fires. I think I said this last night. I've had more fires this year than I've had any other season. Ooh. Yeah. I think I'm still going to stay and do a day of day hiking. It's going to be another beautiful day. I've had amazing weather. Still kind of cold because I'm up at like 6,000 feet and it is early December, or September, I should say. But yeah, you can see I gave the fire a good workout. Can't wait to get some hot coffee in me. All right, so I got a little project this morning. I have one good trekking pole. I want to take that good trekking pole on my day hike, but I want to leave my tent set up so that I feel secure about leaving it behind. Not that there's a threat of rain, but I mean, you don't want to leave all your stuff underneath like basically a collapsed tent, right? So I have my silky gomboyo here. I've cleared off the needles specifically off the top of this thing, and then all the branches off this. All right, let's go get this trekking pole and basically collapse at least the one side of the tent anyway. All right, let's line you up. Right up here, make a mark down here. I'll cut myself a new pole for my tent. All righty. I want to make damn sure that this doesn't damage my tent. I think I'm going to take my toque off. I don't use it during the day, and it's starting to get a little beat up, so there. That gives it a little bit of padding. All right, let's set it up here. There. Not a bad little exercise, you know. I mean, my other one there, it snapped off the bottom and it's been short for the last few days. So, I mean, I guess I could have fashioned a stick at every campsite. Not that I've had like tons of time to do that. But I mean, that didn't take very long. I had a lot of firewood already, and I just picked one and away I went. Yeah, you know, if I lost both trekking poles somehow, I could probably figure that out. It would be a little difficult to figure out the length, but kind of cool. Now I got at least one trekking pole from my day. Okay. I have everything I need. I have my stove, I have my fuel, I have my dinner, snacks, I have my water purification tablets. The only thing restricting this day hike is darkness. Okay, so decided to try and do 2 passes today. I'm going to start with Grindstone pass. So what I've done now is I'm heading towards the cabin. I'm heading north, and I'm going to do the cabin first. I'll be about 1.6 kilometers, probably about 1.5, maybe 2 past that should be the trail to Grindstone Pass. And that'll go around and intercept the trail that I did yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I saw the Grindstone Pass trail split. So hopefully it is all just that simple. and then we'll see what kind of time I have. I'll come back up the trail I did yesterday and then maybe branch off left and go up to Laura Pass. But first things first, I'm gonna get a little scout. This next 3 kilometers of trail is gonna be stuff I'm gonna backpack tomorrow to get out of here. So look at the, there is little signs of a horse camp back in my camp, just little signs. And this would have been at least a half decent area for them to graze. But anyway, that's the plan. Starting at the pass, there's very fresh poop. I would not be surprised to have found a park staffer, a warden at the cabin. And it was at the pass too. Like, you know, they rode up there and then they rode back. This is the time for be out looking for poachers, right? This is right on the east boundary of the park. A very good sign for my exit out of here. If there's park staff, then they had to ride up from North Boundary Trail. Obviously they have horses and they would have cleared out the big stuff out of my way. So makes me pretty confident about tomorrow. And that's good because it's about 13 kilometers back to the North Boundary Trail and then 8 kilometers from there to the car. Well, it's a pretty decent sized day, 21 kilometers. Going down. Once I get to the cabin, I'll already be below 1,800 meters, and I know that Grindstone Pass is at least over 19, so not a whole lot of down I'll be doing today. I feel like I'll be doing a lot more up than down. Trying to get to this cabin. I've been calling Hey Bear and I've been hearing some replies, so oh man, this thing is really took the damn trail over. Look at it. All right, well, work through it. Trail going ahead here, trail going here. This trail actually looks more prominent. I think this is going to the cabin. Well, I follow that trail and then it becomes absolute garbage. So I think I screwed up. I think this is just an animal trail. Okay. All right, little backtracking. That's the trail I took. This is the trail that just went straight ahead. I know the cabin is like there because I found this cabin on Google Imagery. Okay, fresh horse plop. More of it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm on the right track now. Go over this thing, which is probably the water source. Well, I didn't get my usual walk around and everything with the cabin, but that was cool. I got to talk to some park staff. They actually asked me from my my booking. I couldn't believe it. These guys were serious, right? They weren't messing around. I have basically never been asked for my booking. Like, never. Anyway, yeah, there are a couple guys I'd never met before. Cool guys. Asked me for information about what I had seen, and yeah, I let them know. And then they also told me that the trail for Grindstone Pass started right there, right by the cabin. So, and they took some pictures of me, obviously, by the cabin. And yeah, so I am on the trail to Grindstone, and that's good because I would not have figured out that that was the trail. How would you know, right? There's no way. There's no way. I mean, there's one on the OSM, OpenStreetMaps, but you know, it's like 2 kilometers farther. So I would have gone looking for that. So thank God they were there. That saved me a hell of a lot of trouble. And you can see There is, you know, they do use it sometimes. Somebody does. There's horse manure. Gotta admit, they found a hole in my knowledge. It was like, well, you're a brave guy out here hiking around in hunting season. And I said, well, isn't it start on September 15th? And he said, sheep season starts end of August. So, just so you know, I'm taking a little chance out here, right? Obviously, I didn't research it that well. I was just like, whatever. You know, I just kind of heard offhand that it started September 15th. But, I mean, I yell a lot. I'm scaring off their game, if anything else. But, yeah, you know, I mean, if I die out here, I die doing what I love, right? The usual. Not bad. I'm kind of jazzed to already be on this trail. You can see that someone has been through here because, I mean, they tend to go around whatever they can, but big stuff like that, they just can't. So, better for me. You can see still, I'm still brushing up against lots of stuff, and yeah, you know. But I will not complain. This is nice right now. Maybe those, maybe the park staff, maybe the wardens came through and did all this. Oh yeah, look behind you. I'm expecting basically nothing out of this pass, but you can see already, if I can just get into an open area, there should be a couple of nice views here. Cool, I'm going through a pass that almost no one ever goes through. It's pretty cool stuff. Well, the trail is in pretty decent shape. Stuff is, so far today is going better than I could have expected. I thought I was gonna hike like 2 kilometers past the cabin, lose a bunch more elevation, then find a trail, then go do Grindstone Pass. But instead, here I am. The trail is in good shape. I mean, there's even people who've cut things out of the way every so often. And look at the view I'm starting to come to. I may actually get some pretty awesome views through Grindstone Pass. Who the hell knows? I mean, honestly, I didn't look on like YouTube and stuff, see if there's any beta. But fact is, I have no idea, and that's kind of fun. Definitely is. That is funny that that warden, particularly kind of the head one, was pretty serious. But you know, they're out here with poachers and hunters, and they have to take their jobs. Every other time I've run into people, they have been happy to, you know, they're chilled out. They're out there doing their thing, but they don't have to arrest anybody, or, you know, they don't have people coming across people with rifles. And, you know, I definitely understand. They need to take it a little more seriously when it's hunting season and they're right at the edge of the damn border, right? So yeah, I get it. Well, I'm really coming into something now. Got a beaver pond. Look at the size of the beaver down there. Well, this thing kind of keeps going up here. Eventually, I'm hoping there's a trail that goes that way. I mean, I kind of thought, when you look at the topo, I kind of thought I'd be circling around and coming up this way. So maybe I'll come to some kind of intersection down here. But it's obvious this is wet and nasty, so there's hopefully a half decent way across, but we'll see. Just taking a little break. Just had a look at my pictures. That strap around my belly makes me look fat. I have like a little muffin top coming across the strap of my, oh my. Oh well, what do you do? You know, I should have dumped the pack, I guess. I swear I'm not a fat ass. I'm really not. I'm probably 25 pounds overweight, which is totally normal for someone who's almost 50. So I probably should be around 175 if I'm lean and trim, maybe 170, and I'm usually between 190 and 200. Okay, so what's happened is I was back there. The trail turned left and started climbing up along this thing. Had to climb a little, but you can see it's way shorter now between the two. I just checked my map and it does look like Grindstone Pass is another like park boundary. So I'm not sure exactly where the top of the pass is, but it's slowly kind of coming up. Seems like it must be over here, because I keep climbing and the ground beside me is coming with me. So maybe I'll come to some markers. You would assume that I would, all things considered. Well, I'm still climbing, still going the same direction. There was two trails. One went to the water by the shed, and the other one just went straight down towards Grindstone Pass. Now, the one that went to the water, I assume wasn't it. I assume that was for the water. But maybe there was two trails, one turning left and going around, joining with the main trail, and the other one turning right. Well, whatever, I'm committed to this trail. Wherever it goes, it goes. I'll make new plans as they come. Well, I'm still going north, and now this thing's starting to go down. So I feel like it is going to go down and join up with the main trail. Well, checking out different trails, I guess. If this does what I think it might be doing, then Laura Pass will be left for some other day. I'm not using another day to go do Laura Pass. I'm good. Now I'm climbing again alongside some creek. Really climbing. And I have no freaking clue where this is going. I have educated guesses. This looks like it's going over some pass, and it would go down and like intercept the Wild Hay River trail the outfitters use. So it would be like a shortcut trail for the wardens to come to their cabin from there. What I know is that I'll get to the top of elevation here soon, and I should find out some stuff. Jesus. What the hell am I climbing to? I'm almost up to 2,000 meters. The height of whatever this is like, I don't know, 2020, 2030. Oh, looks like I'm getting close though. I'm looking back on where I just came. Boy, you are super duper unhelpful. What pass? What's the name of this thing? The heck did I just climb? Boundary line. Well, if you keep going down this trail, you'll see a nice little hilltop over there. This is basically straight at Rock Lake. I mean, I've definitely managed to get on some secret warden trail. The trail kind of keeps going. There's a little break off that keeps going up here. That's just for the boundary marker, for the boundary line, right? I want to keep going up this thing. You know, I'll go up just past those trees. Maybe there's a view. Hell if I know. See? Let's see here. Where's the trail? There we go. Still in really good shape. I mean, the trail has been in great shape since I got any kind of elevation, really. Yeah, I'm heading back. Well, I'm gonna have to communicate with Greg or something and find out what the hell pass I just walked. Here's another little marker. I didn't walk far, it's just down here. Well, we'll step off this and get a little something. Okay. One thing I can't afford to do is be way far away from my from all my gear, obviously. Even if I got to Rock Lake, I have nowhere to sleep. There's a campground there, but without my gear, it's kind of useless, isn't it? So, head on back. Basically, backtrack to the cabin. How's that for a wrong turn? Jeez. Well, I explored up some old Warden trail. I mean, still in good shape. Not on any maps, not on nothing. All right, I'm headed back down. I'll give you the coordinates. I'll flash them up of that pass. And yeah, today has not gone the way I planned. Cannot believe how many trails are around like a poaching area that the wardens have made. I guess it makes sense. I mean, I found that sign for Church Pass, and then I know there's Laura Pass that I saw mentioned in Rob K's book. I mean, and then there's this which I, no idea, none. I'm nothing. I mean, talk to those wardens and they didn't mention that, oh, by the way, the trail is behind tack shed, behind the tack shed. If you go on the trail that's beside the tack shed, you're going on some weird ass trail that goes to some weird ass pass, and no one knows the name and no one ever, yeah, I'm kind of blown away. I am. I'm back down to the meadow. The trail's back there. I found a little, I think it's just a game trail. Walks into the middle of this. I don't think it's a trail. Very pretty though. I don't know, should I keep going on the game trail and hope it comes onto a real trail the other side? Didn't look like much, but maybe it's a real trail. I don't know. Maybe it would bring me back down there and around the corner where I thought I was going. I retreated off it. When you look at it, it really does look like just a game trail. There's no signs whatsoever that hunters or anyone have used it. Go back to the cabin. I'll try that other trail. If it doesn't go anywhere, I can go back over Wolf Pass, go back down to where I believe the Grindstone trail was, and take it up from that side. See what happens. I'm back here again. This is quite a sight. I am lucky not to have any smoke down here right now. It's occurred to me that I could try to find my way across this, and the beavers have made that a little difficult, and try to find the trail the other side. I don't think I want to do that. It's 1 kilometer from here back to the cabin. That's fine with me. I'll take a nice little break and try this again. Try the Grindstone Pass trail again. Alrighty, I'm back. So, that's probably the trail he meant. This is the trail I took. Unbelievable. Well, I'm taking advantage of the front porch to take a break. Look at this. You bad boys. It's been over 2 hours since I left here on that wild goose chase. Phew. Not a whole lot more to see than I saw before. They have a functional corral. Looks like they've done some work to keep this guy going. Nothing fancy on the front of it. It doesn't even say wolf or anything. Obviously they still use the thing. Not much of a view. Oh, for God's sakes. So there's a trail going here too. All right, and behind the damn tack shed, that's what he said. In behind. Okay. Let's try this again. Just like I thought, this comes to a water source. And then nothing's going on the other side. All right, let's try that other little trail that was sticking out there. Okay. All right, could apply some brain power myself here. Here? Yeah, it could be a little more specific. There's 3 trails popping out from behind this thing. Which one is going to Grindstone? Oh, hello. Really? This is what they have? They don't have a crapper? An outhouse? Boy, they are getting the bare basics around here, aren't they? Okay. Down here. I assume I'm gonna cross the outlet. Yeah, right there. And then up there, and I'm hoping it's gonna swing back left. Otherwise, I don't know what the hell this thing's doing. Well, after I crossed that outlet and got my feet wet, I made an attempt to jump over, but failed. Basically, I am back at that trail I was at earlier. Oh, another outlet. Okay. Jeez. This is where I was before, I think. And it had all kinds of crap down. Right away, I was like, oh, this is garbage. Well, maybe this is the trail to Grindstone. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a trail, all right, but boy, not a lot of stuff. Not a lot of work's been done on this thing. I'm on a trail, sloppy, wet trail with stuff down across it and things I have to jump. To be fair, the other trail wasn't great either at first, but at least there was signs of human use on it. And there was actually trail clearing done. This thing, oh, all right, well, still going. Hopefully it's the same as the other trail as I climb higher and kind of out of this, you know, by the cabin type area where the water's all spread out. Maybe I'll get better. On the other hand, maybe those beavers have flooded it entirely. Who the hell knows? The last at least 10-20 meters, a stream has completely invaded the trail, or whatever the hell this is. Makes me really wonder if I'm on a trail at all, or am I just following an old stream? That stream is just like emerging out of the ground in a couple of places here. Let's see. Up here, does it become an obvious trail again? All right, it kind of does. Cool. You know, even if I had gone straight out the back of that, I probably would have ended up on that that wild goose chase anyway, because I would have just been like, see, look, this is now this is really obvious trail. Because I would have just been like, oh, this is all garbage. Obviously, this isn't it. That other nice one's obviously it. Anyway. Okay, now it's better, at least for a minute. Ah, no. Up on the other trail, I didn't put this on camera, but I saw a little trail split. So I followed it quickly, and it came right there and was about to cross this thing, and I just went, nope. So I went back. Now, this is where this trail has brought me. So this is going to bring me up to the other trail. The trail that I was just on the wild goose chase on. Unless I find some way to venture off that direction. Oh my God. This is becoming crazy. Okay, so up there, that joins the other trail that I was just on earlier. Here's a little something going down here in terrible shape, but maybe this is the trail I want. I mean, the trail I want has got to, okay, it is starting to become something. It's got to get back across this outlet because those beavers take over and it's just pond after pond after pond. Oh, it is going back across. All right. Okay. All right. We're still going here. We're still on something. Starting to get back to here, but it's a fight. This is a good part of the trail. There we go. This is more like it. Okay, gotta be careful I'm not losing it while I'm half paying attention to shooting here. What an awful trail. This is pretty garbage. There's tread. That's the only reason that you know you're on trail, and even then you still lose it sometimes. Okay, at least that's a little bit more obvious. Finally, I'm on a little bit of a good trail, and there's evidence that it's a trail. Phew. Hope it stays this way for a while. That was a fight. Okay. I'm back to almost where I was, just honestly just on the other side, right? I was over there. Sure as hell a lot easier to get down to this meadow on that side. All right, back here again. Beaver den. I would just say go ahead and cut across, but I don't know what you're going to encounter with all the beaver ponds. So, I mean, to get to this point, it's tough no matter what you're doing. Curiously, I saw some fresh horse dung. So, maybe I will see some work done over here, but obviously all that back part there is just, yeah. Well, now everything's going swimmingly. I've been rewarded for my persistence. The trail has even got to the point where I'm barely pushing through willows anymore. Well, now here comes some willows, but yeah, it's just right up easy now. Look at that bad boy. I think I was just up underneath it. If I had kept walking to the left, just walking, I could have easily gone to the top of that. You could argue that would have been a funner day hike than what I'm doing, but yeah, I'm not much of a peak bagger. I'm more about valleys and passes. Pretty nice here, right? Well, I deserve this beautiful hike at this point. I've been doing passes and passes, and they've all been covered in trees and all kinds of crap. Look at the little lump on the top there. I don't know if that just happens to be a rock or what, but it ain't moving, so it ain't a person. Maybe it's a massive cairn? Anyway. Well, the trail entered the forest. This is more just a kind of semi-alpine. It entered other forest. I'm almost to the top of elevation, fully expecting a sign. Isn't it funny that Moosehorn Pass is in the books and it's known? That has nothing. The one that I went to that no one knows about, isn't written down anywhere, has boundary signs. All right, well, pretty obvious I'm almost through Grindstone Pass, so there's that last view of that side. Nice. There's even a sign with a name on it. Cool. So that warden, he said you can find your way through these trees and go up and then back down the other side to Wolf Pass. That's probably the way, one of the ways that they patrol, right? They can get up there and see a lot of the where the hunters are kind of wandering, and yeah. Okay, moving on. Looks like might have some nice views popping out this side, that's for sure. Well, I don't know if there's ever a attainable goal of doing all the passes going in and out of the park, or the ones inside the park. I'm definitely making pretty good headway on that. That's there's so many that wouldn't be reachable by trail at all, so they'd be pretty tough to. But yeah, it's kind of neat. I mean, I've done like 4 of them the last few days. One last look at these guys. I think pretty quickly here I'm down in trees, so. I remember down here coming across a trail split. I might go up like this and like that. That seems to be kind of another pass. Maybe a church pass, I don't know. Trail on this side is in pretty decent shape, really easy to follow so far. This is kind of weird here, like 3 of them. Kind of strange. I would say it's like an avalanche, but that's just the 3 of them like that, so. Anyway, carrying on. Trail's okay. Plenty of stuff I'm brushing up against. I actually did come across a bit of chainsaw work, so outfitters or something. Probably just went up for fun. But yeah, 1.8 kilometers until the trail split. So I got a little ways to do on this guy. This is something I don't see too often. See all the white? Right, a whole bunch of them. These trees are being sheared off at the top. Yeah, like I can see 15 or 20 of them in my line of sight. I wonder why. I wonder why they've been sheared off the top here. Something to do with the way the wind comes down this valley or something. Huh. A little lower. Starting to be water flowing off to my left. A little deeper in the forest now. That's Willow. 800 meters to go until I rejoin with the general valley trail, the keyhole trail, Wolf Pass trail, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Can't be out here without expecting a couple of crossings, right? Over here, I think the trail is over here, now invaded by the creek. It's all right. I got my feet fully wet when I first started on this Grindstone Pass trail, so definitely not a big deal. It's invaded it for a little while. That's the thing about the Big Horse Trench, right? If water finds its way onto your trail, see here it's finding its way off a little, but not all the way. Still going. It's been at least 10-20 meters. I mean, yeah, you just got that big trench. There you go. You got a big pool. And finding that was enough to boot the water off the trail. So, hiker hunger kicked in. Day 5. I've already eaten all my snacks. And it's not even 3 o'clock yet, and I'm hungry. I mean, that's pretty normal for hiker hunger. Everything, you know, you get hungry 3 hours before what would be normally your supper time, right? That's, yeah, your body just starts to demand more food. Day 5. A little crossing to add to my day. I'm almost done this now, like 100 meters or something left. And then I'll start heading up towards the Lower Pass intersection. And there's 9 crossings before I get to that. And then it'll be decision time. And I'm probably gonna have supper at that time. And then it'll be like, okay, well, how much time do I have left? Let's figure this out. There we go. It's exactly where I thought it was when I passed here. So I'm gonna flash that up for you. And then you'll know. All right, from here on, it's about 1.8 kilometers. About, like I said, about 9 crossings. And I got about 130 meters of climb to do. So yeah, there's some work to be done before I get that intersection. Well, I'm where those tents were yesterday. They're gone now. I can't blame them at all for setting up here. What a beautiful spot. I mean, this thing isn't very tall, but look at it. I'm gonna eat my dinner and see what I got time for, or the strength and will for. Also a question. Wait for my dinner to cook. Gotta say, it's a nice spot to just basically have a nap. I'm tired, but I know that once I get food into me, I'll feel better. And I'll probably will go and do Lower Pass. We're talking about 5, maybe 6 kilometers round trip. About 200 meters of climb. I think it's supposed to be quite nice. And then, of course, I have to go up and over Wolf Pass again, but, you know. I can't even make a fire tonight. Like, yesterday I had a fire for a long time, but then I set up my tent, and, you know, the tent isn't very far from the fireplace, so it's just kind of like, I'm not gonna, that's you know, that's a trekking pole tent. You can't just pick it up and move it. And yeah, so I don't even really have anything to do in my camp tonight. It's pretty much, I might as well just hike myself out here. It's just a matter of the will and putting in the work. Okay, I got food in me. It's 4:30. I think I have time. You guys already knew I was gonna go try this thing, or you know I'm already successful. No fair. Anyway, off into new territory again. This is trail going to Laura Pass. Maybe right away I'm gonna have a crossing here. Already there's water, so that didn't take long. Ugh. All right. I know nothing about Laura Pass. Not a damn thing. So I'm gonna find this out together. For all I know, there's another 25 crossings going up to Laura Pass. I think we got another case of stream invades trail. At least I think so, unless there's something hidden over here that I didn't notice. Oh, there is. All right. Went through it over there and took the wrong little channel. Cool. And the reason I even know Laura Pass exists is because of Rob K's book. A lot of stuff I only know of because of Rob K's book. We got a crossing and we got a campsite I can see up there. Well, certainly it's been used. This is all I really saw as far as I probably just set up a tarp or something in case of the rain. Alrighty, moving along. Okay, doing all right. 1.1 kilometers since the trail split, the intersection. Still trying to reach 1,900 meters. It's not climbing me very much, but that's all right. Get there eventually. The pass is probably sitting at about 2,050 meters. Gives you an idea of the distance I've done. I'm over 1,900 meters. I keep expecting to break out because I'm really not that far away from where elevation comes in. I'd heard this was a nice pass, mostly just from Rob K's book. He was like described coming onto it once. He was like, whoa. But I mean, I don't know. For all I know, I'm going to do my third pass as mostly treed of the day. I feel it in my legs, man. 3 passes in one damn day. Oh, mama. Big climb through the woods. Big climb. Looking back down. The trail split. I don't know where the hell this goes. To a great view? Who the hell knows? Keep trucking. Looks like I'm almost ready to break out. Okay. Sitting at around 2,000 meters. Did not get the breakout that I wanted. Now going back down a touch, but as far as I know, the pass is still over there, so. All right. Looking back. That's Wolf Pass. Wolf Pass 1,900 meters. I'm at 2,000. That's why you can see that I'm definitely higher than that. Merciless. I've gone right past the little waypoint I made, guessing where Laura Pass was. I'm at 2,036 meters and still climbing. Oh man, where is this thing? Sometimes, you know, you'll just look at the elevation on a pass, but you don't go through at the bottom of the pass. You climb high up on a hillside. Oh man. Whew. Oh, geez, it keeps going. It's like a resting spot for the horses. Definitely starting to see stuff. This is where I came from. This is the way forward, and this is a little side trail, maybe for bathroom. I don't know. Keep going, keep going. Come on. Even though a trail might be surprisingly higher than you thought, you can't quit on it. Got to do it. Here's the trail I came from. Here's this really obvious tread going down here. This doesn't look very taken care of. Mine is quite well taken care of. The trail's in good shape. Oh, at least there's some reward for all this. Wow. All right, keep going up here. It's getting nicer now. At least the climb is very just nice. Just walking down here and looked off to the left. Very special looking stone. Wow. Oh. Well, after all that work, I'm definitely just going to wander around a little bit. I mean, it's really nice up here. Nice breeze. Hardly any. I mean, some passes are really windy and crappy, right? But this is just a nice breeze in this blazing heat. It's so easy to just walk around. I mean, it's not clear, obviously, but I'm gonna walk over here and get a nice view there. Look at that. Great shot of this super green, awesome hill. Looks a lot bigger from back here, doesn't it? There's Wolf Pass. Yeah. On the other side, there's a little dip there, and the other side of that, that'd be Grindstone Pass. Then, of course, on the other side, you can see where I went walking there. You can see a lot of my day. Well, I was just wandering around, and am I coming back into the national park? I didn't even realized it, but I guess so. This is completely, like, I was just wandering around in here trying to get a better look that way. This is just hidden from everything. According to my phone anyway, this is 40 meters away from the rock, which is already like 10 meters away from the trail. So anyone gonna see that thing, I wonder? Well, maybe down on the trail they're actually, if I had just kept walking a little farther, I would have seen a boundary sign. Here is the rock there. Maybe down here there'll be something. I decided to come down Laura Pass a little bit, and this is what I'm rewarded with. Wow. Sheesh. I'm kind of curious too if there's a trail that kept going. There's a bit of one, but seems like the outfitters might just bring their guests up to Laura Pass and then call it a day, turn around, go home, right? Maybe they just do it for lunch. Well, it's all too easy to just be walking down this way. It's way too easy. Because of course now I got to walk back up. I'm not seeing an obvious horse track coming down here, so I did see a few little, but I was curious to see if there was a trail coming through. And yeah, not at the moment. Maybe there's one that went into the bush and I missed it. Okay, goodbye Laura Pass. I'll get some views on the way out. If you wanted to, the one over there to the east could easily climb it from this pass. This one too, really. Well, it doesn't look as easy, but the other one you definitely could. Alrighty. I don't know what the hell I will have done by the time I get back to camp, because I'll be going over a 4th pass, Wolf Pass. Not a whole lot of meters of climb, but absolutely a pain in the butt as far as bog and trail and willows. And, I don't know, 1,000 meters, 150 to 200 meters roughly. 250 this one, really. I don't know. The hell of a day of day hiking, that's for damn sure. Starting to do the downhill in the forest. Here's the big side trail that I saw. Let's see, maybe it's a lookout. Maybe there's a camp down here. Maybe it'll hook back up with the trail. I don't know. Well, gone down a bunch. I really hope I don't come to something that I just have to turn around and head right back. That would really, really suck. Because yeah, it's coming down plenty. I hope it hooks up again with the other trail. I don't know, was I on the wrong trail back there? You can see too, recent work. So yeah, this isn't something that's old. This is still getting used. Just a secondary trail. Not sure why. So I just went charging up this, which looks perfectly fine. It's a very nice trail. Actually, here there's a second trail going up. There was actually a big blockage up here I had to get around. But other than that, it was in fine shape. I don't know why someone hacked out a second trail. I mean, easier on the horses. I don't know. Anyway, now I don't have to wonder. Come here. Feed my soul. Oh. Taking a little break on the way back. Now is when I'm gonna pay the price, because oh man. I have a lot of dancing around crap to do still left to get back to camp. Oh, I feel it. I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna be exhausted when I get back to camp. Looks like a deer or something up here, alive. Moving around, you can see a perfect silhouette of it right now. See if I can't get my shaky hands to hold still. All right, I went and got myself another liter of water. I've had several of those today. I'll start the nasty trail up to the pass. Phew. 4 stupid passes, my God. What is wrong with me? I can look back on this now. When I was standing in that flotsam over there. So our pass. Nice thing about walking at this time of night, well, day, night, whatever, is I can put this pack on without sweating like crazy, which is kind of a must when you're going through this section where all the spruce trees have crowded in on the trail. When I come back to this area, I don't think I'll be doing what I can to avoid Wolf Pass. Boy, what a dumpy, nasty trail for the last like kilometer or so, especially the last 200-300 meters. Yeesh. Okay, what you're trying to do in that section is avoiding sinking your shoes over top like in the mud, and I failed. I mean, you don't know. You just step on mud and hope for the best. And of course, you have to do that 50 times. So eventually, it just happens. Oh. I am done all that uphill. Tomorrow, so now it's like, you know, starting tomorrow for the most part, it is like 13 kilometers of down for the most part. I mean, I'm sure there's some ups in there, but that is so nice. And then I kind of have to climb back up to Rock Lake, but oh yeah, it's a long ways from now, right? Well, am I happy to be back. Phew. Who would have thought I'd cover so much territory? When I went on that wild goose chase, I really thought there's no way I'm gonna get to do Laura Pass, but somehow managed to get it all in there. Well, the only chore I had to do when I got back here was get water, which I did. Oh man, I'm exhausted. 8:30, still hasn't got dark yet. Tomorrow I'm looking forward to walking out. It's a long day out, and then I have a drive, which hopefully my car survives just fine. And then it'll be time to pick up junk food, fast food, grease in Hinton. Oh my God. I can't bloody wait. What a day. See you tomorrow. All right, you survived to the end of the video. I think it's pretty confusing what I did, so we're gonna go through it just quickly here. I got it all drawn out. So this is day 4. What I'm gonna talk about first. I came up, you know, down here, Busby Lake or Upper Moosehorn Lake. Came up the Keyhole, came up here, went over this. That's Wolf Pass, and just past there is the Wolf Pass campground. So now today, day 5, I started there, went down to, I might have drawn this too far down, but there's no trail. This is all just me kind of guessing, right, as far as my marks. All right, so I went down here. This would be kind of representational of the cabin. Ran into the two, the two park staff, right? Went up the left side of this creek and ended up going up here, which I have since learned is called Corley Pass. Corley with a K. Came back, went back to the cabin, went to the other side, and then went up here and hiked through Grindstone Pass. All right, from Grindstone Pass all the way down here, back to this Keyhole Trail, right? Went up there and then took this intersection and went up to Laura Pass. As you can see, none of these passes are marked on here. Wolf Pass and Grindstone Pass are the only ones marked on here. Which, are they official, or is it just that the National Geographic map is not all that complete? I don't know. Anyway, then I hiked back and went back over Wolf Pass and went back to my campground. So I ended up being, yeah, I forget what I said exactly, but 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass, 4 pass, full pass day. Anyway, there you go.